for Betty and the Diamond Growlers to just get some points on the board. Just chip away, see if they can't get to 80, and then see if they can't get to 85. But I think the clock is going to be their biggest enemy.
And so Betty drawing a penalty there. And this solid defense, look at X-Ray at the back here, just shutting down any movement for Betty.
Nice.
And who was that heading off there? Number 10. Oh, that was Knives. She knew she'd done something wrong. You can see the smile on her face. Whoops. Off to the naughty corner.
Nice bit of positional blocking down here. 0-1-0 from Perth men's at X-Ray.
X-Ray, yes. Been doing some fantastic work there, being able to cover so much track.
The whole team defensively very, very strong. But when you see a jammer, or a blocker rather, just sticking to a jammer, it's just one-on-one. That's why you practice positional blocking when you're a skater coming up through the ranks. It is for that reason. As we find ourselves now under a team timeout being called by PMD to mix nuts.
And another shout out to a couple of other vendors here today. We have a Proud Minority. They have a massive sale on at the moment, looking to buy a van with everything. So they have Zip Pay and Afterpay available.
Nice.
So go and head on over and check them out.
No. Well, I think we're back up online too. We are.
Yes, it looks like the live stream has come back online. So apologies for the outage there. But as I'm sure most of you are aware, internet difficulties aren't exactly uncommon.
Sometimes the interwebs don't want to play as much as we want to. But
especially when we're trying to do live events like this. And dealing with all sorts of different things.
Hey, if we could be Channel 7 or Fox or something like that, we can have an OB outside. Hey, sure, why not?
So 48 seconds left after this timeout. In this bout. Oh, we're going to have a bit more of a breather as we do some track repairs.
Just incredible there, of course, from Victorian men's roller derby. Just doing some track repair work on the outside part of turn number 4.
All right, there we go. The whistle back on now. As we see Block Lobster facing off against Terabyte. Both packs down a blocker. So no real advantage either way.
No. Although Terabyte looking for some movement on the outside part of the main straightaway. That wasn't an offer. Got shut down really quick. But unfortunately...
Yeah, Block Lobster being sent to the penalty box for a cut track.
So here we go again. A good opportunity. Terabyte. See if you can't put some points on the board. Close that gap up a little bit.
And this will almost certainly be the last jam of this game. So this is the last chance here for the Growlers to chip away at that differential. Potentially get themselves in a better spot on the ladder.
Just trying to work the outside part of turn 3. They're not on offer, but finding a way through and picking up 4 points. Terabyte for the Diamond Growlers.
Yeah, it's rewarded for his persistence there. Just pushing, managing to push those blockers further out front of the pack.
Reward for effort. Now the pack get a little bit of pace and stops and comes all the way back. Almost to the midpoint of the back straightaway. This Perth defense, so strong.
So one more sneaky point there for the Growlers at the end of that jam. 5 points to 0. Unofficial scores 150. PMD Mixed Nuts to 82 for the Growlers.
Both jammer refs just coming across and just making sure T's across, I's are dotted. They seem pretty happy with everything.
Leo looks for the nod. And there it is. Full-time whistle. So official score. This game going to PMD Mixed Nuts on 150. Over the Diamond Growlers on 82.
Very nice. Now the fans make their way down to trackside to offer up a high 5.
And as often happens in Derby, the scoreboard not necessarily reflective of how difficult and tough that game was for both teams.
9 times out of 10, the scoreboard means nothing. I've always said a scoreboard is nothing more than a numerical summary of events. And that's all it is. That was as good a game as you'll probably want to see. Both teams really hard at it, especially Perth in their defence, just nuts. I'll hand over to you for the Perth men's derby Mixed Nuts. We have.
Yeah, so the PMD Mixed Nuts coming around for the victory lap, and we have 010 X-Ray, 1-3 a rebar, number 187 Missy Quinn, number 20 Pitbull, number 229 Diamond, number 316 and their captain Cannon Bill, number 447 Fig Jammer, number 5 Chitty, number 52 Block Lobster, number 816 Jack Hammer, number 925 Sparkles, and on the bench Lol Pop. They are your PMD Mixed Nuts and the winner of this bout here today.
Nice. And then just offering up a high five to the fans on the far side of the track. And once that happens, then we will introduce the Diamond Growlers as they make their way around. So we have number 58 Betty Bruiser, number 99 Bambi, number 10 12 Terabyte, number 12 PMS, number 10 Knives to Meet You, number 74 Butcher Bird, number 181 Rosham Jimbo, number 212 Twinkling Vixen, number 2311 Little Susie, number 16 Chaos, number 2627 Hells Yeah and the captain, number 264 Scoobs, number 5 Painbow, number 55 Snatcher, number 7 Wolf Brother, number 8 Baby Rhino, and their bench staff Griv Reaper, Penalty Box, and Tame Impaler, looking after all things on the Diamond Growlers. We trust you've enjoyed this game. Thank you to all that took part in the online action and took the feed online. Sorry we had a little bit of a dropout, but that happens from time to time. My name's JR, and thanks very much for your company.
Two. Two.
All right, we are a couple of minutes out for some sweet derby action. And we got the Warriors taking on the Bellas. For the Warriors, we got 0-0-0 Rumpelstiltskin. And we got 1-1 Baxter, 1-1-7 Albent, 1-3-0-5 Tricks, 1-5 Numero Uno. We got 2-2 Core Blimey. Number 4 is Kanoth. Number 5 is Spoonie Love. That is your captain. Number 6-8 is Major Mouth Function. 7-9 is Punky Bruiser. 8-6 is York. 9-4 is Megahertz. 9-6 is Roadie Ho. 9-8 is Ness Quick. And 99 is Splits. And on the bench staff, we've got Dino, Maniac, Grifter, Tilt McKilt.
And for the Rockabellas Roller Derby League in the pink over there, we got a big welcome to 042 Black Belter, 1214 Shaniqua, 181 Night Owl, 309 Miss Glamour Girl, 39 Blocking K, 41 Miss Teek, 444 Rebel Lion, 7175 Knock Her, 76 Beef Supreme, 78 Nitrous Bioxide, that's 818 Assaulty Surprise, and 94 Ludicrous. On bench staff today, we have MJ, Sparkling Brute and Splits, supported by MJ and Scoutrageous. Team manager is Miss Teek. Big welcome to the Rockabellas with 28 seconds to go for this game.
Huge thank you to the Keysborough Derby Dome, aka the Springers Leisure Centre.
We're calling for a Div 2 game. This is game 9 of the day. This is the 4th one so far as the skaters take the track. I'm Artie and this is Rick.
And we are just happy to be here.
Calling for this game. We've got number 15 there for the Warriors, Numero Uno on the jammer line. With the opposing star trying to get eyes on target there for that skater as well.
These packs just sorting themselves out on track now. All the refs getting in position.
Seconds count down as the referees get into place. We are ready to go. NBW North Brisbane Warriors in the black there. Rockabellas rocking that delightful shade of pink.
Eye-catchingly aggressive.
You sure stand out there, and it's a nice contrast against the black. That's 181 Night Owl jamming for the Rockabellas.
Just a very, very considerate move by the jammer just to show the name and number.
Over here to the MC bin. A little bit of confusion there happening on track, even before we start.
Pre-game technical difficulties, always a must.
Game should run pretty smoothly when you've got William Skatespear out there.
A lot of wise heads skating around in the stripes.
We've got a few years of experience out here, I can tell you.
And that low decibel whistle.
Low energy whistle there for game time.
Not wanting to waste a bit of breath there.
Oh, it's on, and we are away for the first jam. Game 9, Rockabellas versus the Brisbane Warriors. We've got 181 there, Night Owl trying to get way through the pack. And it's Numero Uno, number 15, coming around the side, and he's clear.
Just eases around the outside, just dips a shoulder and finds some clear track, and is your lead jammer.
181 just gets recycled there back behind L-Band. Numero Uno getting in there for his scoring pass.
Has been sent out of bounds, but quickly regains some track position and continues to toil away, trying to find a hole through that wall, and does so.
Loving the motion of that pack right now, moving pretty quick. Just slowing down a little bit now. We've got Numero Uno turning around there. Oh, it goes for an apex jump, but it gets failed out. I think it was 68 there.
Just closed the gap mid-air.
Denied. Oh, but numero uno is really pumping the points down now. That's another 4 points on the board there for the Warriors.
These skaters are full of first jam energy. You
Oh,
can
yeah,
see
they are popping off. Numero uno calls it there. 181 Night Owl just gets back into the bin to get recyclables, and we'll just get an idea now for the types of jammers that they're going to be fielding. Now we've got number 98 there for the Warriors. That's Nesquik.
The energy of that jam was in direct contrast to the lack of energy in the whistle blow to start the jam.
Coming up there for the Rockabellas, we've got number 17. That's meant to be George Douche.
And there is a shoulder tapping sensation as we experience a timeout that is suitably brief.
As we get reset for jam number 2. Number 17 jamming for the Rockabellas. I think that's George Douche. And we had Nesquik for the Warriors. Trying to get an eye on both of those jammers. Nesquik got recycled by Shaniqua. Number 12-14 for the Rockabellas, who rejoins the pack. 17 on the outside there for the Rockabellas. Just got a lot of interference getting run from the Warriors.
There is some fast pack action, very zippy. Everyone's happy to keep those wheels in motion.
But that is number 98, Nesquik.
They've got their bespoke star. They don't play no star. They've got what
0
would you call
point.
that? A flying skull?
Yeah, I guess so. The winged skull.
And bearing the bewinged skull for the Warriors. It might be the... And the Warriors, Baxter has burst through for lead jam. Leaving Beef Supreme, trying to find a hole through there. Oh, nicely done on the inside, just hopping on through is Baxter and just extending those legs in a fluid skating motion. Gazelle-like elegance, and it is Beef Supreme who has also found a bit of breathing space free of the pack. But this jam has been called to an end.
That was 4 points there for the Warriors, it looks like. Warriors now on 16, Bella's on 4, so they've got some catching up to do. It's a very early stage of the game, though. 16 minutes left in this half. Night Owl's back on deck there for the Rockabellas. And once again, we're seeing numero uno.
Numero uno has donned
G'day, mate.
the bewinged skull.
Let's see who can crack out some points for this jam as we are waiting for that whistle to blow. There it goes, and then those shapes, the formations being held up, just trying to block those jammers out. Numero uno, muscles past, beautiful work there.
Just leaving the Bella wall, scratching their heads.
He's quick through those turns too, and it's just about to smash into the back of that pack. We've got number 68 for the Warriors is out.
Just scatters the wall there, leaves them as debris in his wake.
He toppled. Numero uno, they're both jammers clear of the pack, and we're getting numero uno about to re-engage.
Once again, these packs are happy.
Goes for an apex jump. He is out of bounds. Calls it while outside that jam.
People are hungry for an apex jump. The jammers see that landing pad open up, but the blockers are doing a great job of shutting it down mid-air.
Yeah, 0 point jam there for that one. Number 17 there up there for the Rockabellas again. Rockabellas, I should say. And Nesquik on deck for the Warriors. North Brisbane Warriors. Thanks for coming down to play in the United Roller Derby Championships today. Just trying to get a shape of this. We've got 17 for the Rockabellas. Really getting caught up in that pack. Takes a couple of knees. Nesquik, where is she? Oh, there she's right at the front there.
They have been swallowed up by these walls, but suddenly from out of nowhere,
Nesquik's clear, number 17. It's also clear for the Rockabellas. Both jammers clear. Let's see who can hit that pack and slam some points on the board.
as George W. Douche trying to minimize the damage, and That jam is almost called off.
Douche on the outside. Nobody spotted him.
The jammer tried to call the jam off, but had infringed and has been sent to the penalty box.
That's Nesquik being there for the Warriors, and the Bellas can try to capitalise on this. If they're not shut down, their Warriors are forming up, shutting down with a 4-person wall there.
Nesquik just George W. Douche enjoying some alone time as the lone jammer on the track.
Yeah, just getting to know him. G'day. Weighing a pin. Just trying to squeeze past here.
Unable to nurdle their way through as time is passing.
Pack spins right out there. Spread right out. Nesquik back on deck. Just major collision there. Down and back into the fracker.
Just practicing the spread eagle.
Number 98 for the Warriors. They're getting really sandwiched by the pink.
These packs are starting to tighten up around these jammers. They're having to toil very determinedly to try to find a weakness.
Yeah, George W. Douche just running into a lot of interference there and just looking for an opening. Nesquik also getting blocked pretty heavily. Pack just splitting apart because we're just seeing those pivots there, bridging it. Nesquik's clear though, and he manages to snap some points out. 4 on the floor. Taking the Warriors to, I believe that's going to be 25.
The Warriors just keeping a little tiny buffer.
Bella's hungry and chasing. We've got a little bit of a timeout here.
Tap them shoulders.
And the old, I'm a little teapot.
And waiting patiently on the jam line.
Jamming on deck there for the Warriors. We've got number 11, Vaxter. And number 16, Beef Supreme. Oh, that's 76. Running a little informal competition for best derby name so far.
There's a lot to choose
We'll
from.
let you know how we go. Beef Supreme's up there, though.
It's evocative.
Yeah, you can smell it.
It's also lunchtime, and it might just be the appetite
I'm
talking.
just hungry.
As
So Vaxter is clear now for the Warriors.
Oh, and decided to use some speed.
Number 76, Beef Supreme, very agile on the footwork there and manages to get through. Takes advantage of the chaos, but it is Vaxter now who is re-engaging that pack for a scoring pass and is clear like smoke straight through.
Vaxter really expending some energy, trying to maximize advantage.
Oh, beaut work there from Beef Supreme, hardly got touched. Beautiful pass.
Nothing like having some bean dip with your beef.
Vaxter cracking into it then, getting past that last pivot from the Rockabellas. Beef Supreme then of 76 on the outside, right up there on the toe stops, but it is popped out there by 000 Rumpelstiltskin.
Vaxter once more trying to score some sweet points.
Beef Supreme just got popped out by Splits. Little defense there from 000 again.
Sent to his knees.
Shoving Splits in the way. Beautiful, using a person as a weapon. Vaxter on the outside, taking advantage of the confusion, but now Rockabellas try to hold him up, but he's clear once again. Points for the Warriors. Vaxter in the lead.
Vaxter is looking to press his advantage, letting this jam run and run, racking up points. Insatiable appetite for the points buffet.
I'm really enjoying the energy right now. You wouldn't know it was Div 2. These guys are really bringing their A game.
It is a zippy bout so far.
Vaxter coming around. There's that jam clock just winds down in the last 20 seconds. Just hitting that pack once again. Oh, we've got the Rockabellas. We've got Beef Supreme in the bin there, so that's why he's taking advantage of the last couple of seconds in this jam. Vaxter snapping those points out. Another 4 on the board. 5 seconds to go for this jam.
And this wall is working hard now, trying to
That's
minimize.
the full 2-minute jam. You don't see that very often, but they took advantage of it. Looks like we've got Beef Supreme standing in the penalty box.
Nice accumulation of points there by Vaxter. Got 21 on the board.
Spread's still pretty decent, so we've got like a 26 point spread, so with the Rockabellas trailing.
It's a gentle buffer.
Numero uno back on deck there for the Warriors as that whistle goes. No pack's been called. Pack starting to reform there as the players all get together. Oh, some monster hits there.
Looks like some friendly fire from
L
from this
Bent,
angle.
117. Goodness me. That's Rebel Lion. That's the jam. We've got a bit of an injury here. 444.
So we will call this jam off just to make sure that the skaters are okay.
We've got a call for the medics.
And
Rebel Lion, 444 for the Rockabellas there, just in the middle.
And the medic with a gentle jog, just to let people know I'm in motion.
So we're in official timeout mode, of course, because of an injured skater. Warriors leading on 46, Bellas on 20. We'll get an assessment for that skater pretty soon.
And the skaters take this moment to have a few deep breaths, because this has been a fast and frenetic bout so far.
It has. 10 minutes to go. Just a big shout out to just out the back there behind us is all the food trucks. There's 3 of them, so you're spoilt for choice. And of course, Springer's legendary canteen, where you can probably get a crusty hot dog or something. So that's the food trucks, chili dumplings, splatters, and Hungry Panda. And a big thank you to Springer's Leisure Centre itself for letting us do all the skating here.
Don't scrimp on lunchtime enjoyment.
That's
Go
right.
to all 3 vans and then head over to the cafeteria.
Have a little something, something.
It's the only way you can make an informed decision, is to
Spend your
sample
money.
the wares from each and every van.
And if you are spending your money in that mood, then we also have a lot of stalls over there in the merch area. We got Between the Lines Clothing, Superstar Inc., Divine Sense Creations, sounds like something smelly.
It does.
Becane,
Aromatically enticing. it sounds.
Activewear,
Yeah.
Grasshopper Tribe. I figured they just sell tribes of grasshoppers.
Yeah.
Proud Minority.
When one grasshopper is not
If
enough.
it's not enough, get a tribe. Skate Project. Oh, and Spank Alley's here. I think they've even brought their sewing machine. And Bayside Blades. G'day, Bayside Blades from Hyatt.
Word on
For
the
all your
street
derby
is-
needs.
Word on the street is that maybe Bayside Blades didn't turn up today.
Big thank you to 444 there, Rebel Lion, as we see her off with the medic. Make sure we're all safe.
Our skaters always put themselves on the line as they step into the Coliseum of Crunch.
You are correct. I was seeing the refs just talk it out, make sure that they can avoid this in future. Bit of a cool down time there for the teams, North Brisbane Warriors and Rockabellas.
There has been maximum shoulder tapping as this timeout stretches.
How long can it go on for? It's like an endurance. So Proud Minority's got a massive sale on. They want to buy a van. Oh, okay. So you've got to buy everything that they've got, and it's all on sale. They've got Zip Pay and Afterpay. How good is that?
Got to support people's van dreams.
So Grasshopper Tribe don't actually sell grasshoppers. It turns out they've got affordable, expert business advice.
I won't pretend I'm not disappointed, because I am. Okay,
Okay.
We have just got the word on the street from the refs.
One of the
that
refs has been extremely irresponsible, and they've broken a plate on their skate.
Of all the days for Bayside Blades not to turn up,
Oh,
just
no.
when you need them.
Is anybody like a welder, like a TIG welder or anything like that? Just got anything in the car where we can just effect some repairs?
So we have skate repair, technical difficulties. If your refs can't get around efficiently, the game is going to suffer.
Yeah. Anyone got a spare set of skates or anything? Anybody? No. Okay.
That's a
I wouldn't
hopeful
think
point.
so.
Imagine.
I
here
mean, at a roller derby tournament? I don't know.
in the Keysborough Derby Dome.
So a bit of a technical standby. We've got technical difficulties. So I'll read some more words. I got Superstar Inc. here. They got custom T-shirts, including Fortnite gear. I believe that's a popular game that the children are playing.
The kids love it.
Ball caps and socks that make you go faster. Incredible.
If
Battery powered.
you're looking for extra velocity, then that's your answer.
Yep, Superstar Inc. That's the ones. Murray.
Everyone wants to reassure us of the true reasons for this timeout and its length therein.
Sorry for the delays. We are on deck. Night Owl jamming for the Rockabellas.
When you combine injuries with broken ref skates. That's how long your timeouts are going to be, we've discovered.
We've got Cor Blimey on deck for the Warriors. That's number 22. I think it's the first time we've seen Cor Blimey take a jam, and there's the whistle. They're into it.
Cor Blimey has burst on through.
Very nice. Toe-stop pop there. He's up there and running.
Using that bewinged skull cap to a maximum effect.
Both jammers now clear of the pack. Pack looking slightly diminished. We've got one skater from the Bellas in the bin. Pivots down, 7175 back up on deck, and that's the jam. And 0 point. Oh no, we've got points there for Cor Blimey.
Cor Blimey hit those points and then just tapped those hips.
Snatched 4. And why not? Keep that lead there. Warriors sitting on 50 to the Bellas 20. 30 points in it.
It was a 4 points we'll have to do kind of hip tap, you know?
Yeah. I'm happy with that.
Yeah, I'm happy enough, but I wanted more. That's what that
always
hip tap
hungry. Number 11, we got Vaxter back on deck for the Warriors.
Taking on George W. Douche.
Number 17 for the Bellas.
These walls.
Lots of Greco-Roman wrestling in there, but we're seeing a jammer pop out, just chased up by the pivot for the Bellas. A bit of a last dash there. George not having a fun day of it, with Vaxter just about to hit for her scoring.
Oh, and that inside line closed up.
Yep.
For Vaxter.
Denied. So George Doobity Douche is out there, not the lead jammer.
George Doobity Douche.
Dibbly doubly douche.
And Vaxter skating around jauntily.
Looking pretty...
Getting some real attitude.
Looking pretty confident, sizing up that pack there as it really gets onto the move.
It's the sort of jaunt that only multiple lead jammer statuses can endow in a jammer.
Yeah, he's pretty happy with his performance, fairly confident. Now running into that pack as it forms up. A few of the Bellas just skating out to try and run some interference there. 818 there, last dash. That was a salty surprise. That is a saucy name. Baxter coming in for another hit. Another stab at some 4 points.
Ooh, just bumping into that wall, and they get out of Baxter's way.
Seems to just make the waters part there.
They seem to be on Team Baxter some of the time.
I know, it's just
happy to let him through.
Would you mind?
There's not many.
Couple of big hits there. George Douche there, just trying to make his way on the outside. Double team there, number 79 and 4 from the Warriors. Kanoth.
George W. Douche just finally finds some space on the outside.
Punky Bruiser there in there for the Warriors, throwing in some good interference there. Baxter now running into number 94. That's Ludacris, the captain for the Bellas.
And another lackadaisical hip tap there brings this jam to its conclusion. As Baxter starting to build a pretty competent fan base of people who like watching people score points at will.
That's right. Coming up on the line there, we got number 76. We got Beef Supreme back on deck for the Rockabellas and numero uno for the Warriors. Little over 6 minutes left to go for this first half. There's that whistle there. Beef Supreme gets a big run up. Momentum just diminishes there.
Numero uno has made it look easy on the outside though, and he is your lead jammer.
And there we go, Beef Supreme just gets clear of all that interference. Numero uno pretty happy with it.
Just giving waves to the fans.
We got Grifter there just on the outside as a bit of support.
And Numero uno just steps on through the inside.
Beef Supreme takes a slide there. Needs to just get back up there because it's 117 there for the Warriors. That's Elbant, who really threw in some good interference. Oh, she's done it again.
Numero uno is doing the easy yards here as a jammer.
Beef Supreme there. Ooh, almost got clear there. Just chased down there by number 5, Spoony Love.
Looks like Numero uno is happy to let this one run. Trying to satisfy that appetite for points.
Pretty comfortable there. Threw on the points.
And Beef Supreme has been held up once more. So tactically pretty sound from Numero uno.
Yep, you're seeing the Warriors forming up there, just breaking apart a little bit. Elbant again throwing out that. Elbant's just done it for penalty in the bin. Numero uno there. Now the Bellas all eyes on him.
Beef Supreme trying to find a path through the outside. Thinking it looks pretty easy for Numero uno. Surely I can do that.
Warriors down. The Warriors pack is down to 3 members. Doesn't seem to be slowing them down though.
Numero uno sizes up the apex and
lovely work there.
It. wasn't the full leap that we crave, but it was at least a beginning in that direction.
I'd say half spectacular.
Yeah.
Oh, ball's up there. This pivot goes down and just really throws itself into a ball. And that is 68 there in the bin there, and that's major malfunction. And I think he's been in there once or twice already.
Yeah. That's just one of those unavoidable penalties that you get when you fall over and someone then skates right into you. And
Yeah, could have been worse, a lot worse.
You've got to pay the price. And that jam has come to an end.
That's right. Just under 5 minutes left. Warriors increasing their lead, looking towards 100 points in the next couple of jams.
Looking to crack that hunch, and you would say they have finally tipped over into a comfortable buffer.
Is it going to be you? 22.
Core Blimey's got...
Core Blimey seems confident that he's going to crack a ton for this one.
Hungry for the hunch.
Why not? We've got a timeout, though. As our timeout begins. So shout out to our sponsors, Aussie Broadband, our premium sponsor today for URDP. For all your internet solutions, make sure you check out this brilliant Australian company, Aussie Broadband. I mean, you wouldn't call it anything else, really.
And don't forget the Victorian government. They've been governmenting the Victoria for quite some time.
Oh, they haven't stopped, have they?
It's their number one thing they do as the government of Victoria.
Absolutely love it. Now, what else they love doing is supporting roller derby.
Yep.
In this great state of Victoria. And welcome, international visitors to Victoria. Thanks for coming down, everyone.
The cultural hub here in the Keysborough Derby Dome.
Well, that's a bit of a stretch, but
we're at the epicenter.
So we're still working that timeout. We're seeing a little bit of track repair there. Refs just loitering in the middle, catching up, talking about which food truck they're going to check out.
Definitely Hungry Panda.
One of the food trucks is just called Splatters. Like,
it's evocative. It's risky.
You kind of know what you're going to get.
Yeah.
It's just going to be messy.
Yeah.
Oh, we're all right back into it. There's Core Blimey there, now engaging the Bellas pack. Night Owl there for the Rockabellas, also engaging the Warriors.
That all started quite unexpectedly.
A salty surprises in the bin for the Bellas, so the Bellas are down, their pack's down by 3. Oh, they got another one. 1, 2, 1.
Night Owl had been forced to have a lie down by some good blocking there, but is back up and skating free.
Night Owl is not lead jammer.
Core Blimey has that honour.
Yeah, Core Blimey's looking pretty happy with it, and I think we're going to get some points on the board there. Oh, a bit of an apex jump there.
You call that is
Night Owl.
Wasn't the full apex, but it was quite the jump.
Cuts it early and makes it clean. Core Blimey points on the board there for the Warriors. Bella's pack is only 3 people strong. Or 2, I should say, because Night Owl now is re-engaging and trying to get in there. Up on the toe stops, gets smashed down there by 96 and 98. Nesquik just getting recycled. Shaniqua back on deck there for the Bellas, both, and the pivot also joins. So we're getting, full complement on deck, 10 skaters.
Core Blimey, he's
Core
looking at the
Blimey.
scoreboard, just raises the bat.
Shout out to number 22 who has put 100 points there for the Warriors.
Core Blimey says, if you want your score to crack the hunch, put me on, I will score those points.
Shoot for the 22. Peck gets a little bit messy. Core Blimey on the outside, but shut down there by Shaniqua, who's back on deck there. Shaniqua saying, Cut track there being thrown out by Skate Spear. That's 94 megahertz. Oh, no, sorry.
Ludicrous.
Ludicrous for
Ludicrous with hand in air.
For the Bellas, who will be joining the penalty bin.
Just shamefacedly admitting that she temporarily forgot the rules of Derby.
I've done wrong. I must pay for it in 30-second blocks. Baxter on deck for the Warriors, number 11. See how we go. Bella's got their pivot and their jammer in the bin, so a purely defensive game right now if they can shut down Baxter, but then Warriors controlling it.
Warriors messed up their try wall very effectively.
Warriors absolutely on the offensive here, going to get their jammer through.
and that wall closes up.
Trying to run interference here.
They are trying to establish themselves as anti-vaxxers.
Ooh, like nice call there, buddy. Seeing some interesting pack work, bit of pushing and shoving. A little bit of he shed, she shed, said. But it's Vaxter through.
He mentioned, she mentioned.
Yeah. No, you. Vaxter comes back around.
Night Owl continues to toil away.
181 there, back on deck for the Bellas.
And then gets waved on through and says, happy to skate.
Bella's still lacking their pivot, serving some time in the bin. Vaxter, nice little tap on the hips there. Does anybody notice it? Yes, there goes the whistle.
Sometimes those subtle taps on the hip go unnoticed by the refs.
Yeah, well, it's almost like just an eye signal.
It's like you're daring the ref not to notice.
Yeah, come on. What am I doing down here?
Casual hip massage.
Look, let's go out later. Warriors 120, Bellas 38. We've got less than a minute left for the first half, and hasn't it gone by quickly? That's what I love.
They'll do. Well, they are shorter halves.
Yeah, 20-minute halves so far.
Weekend. Little mini derbs.
George W. Douche on deck for the Bellas, and numero uno for the Warriors.
Numero uno just eyeballing the opposition.
We're all friends here as George gets clear for the Bellas. Big shout out to number 17.
George W. Douche finally wins the election and is skating free.
President of the United States of America. Numero uno there, really fast through those turns, is actually closing the gap as George is sizing up the opposition, looking for a way past. Hits that pack, tries to crack it.
Tries to find a way through the outside, but momentum takes him
Oh,
well.
stumbles clear. And points on the board there for the Bellas. First points we've seen for a little while, I think.
George W. Douche.
A refreshing change.
Just promenading around the track now.
Numero uno also clear of the pack with points down for the Warriors, so it's tit for tat. George on the inside, Spoonie Love just stops them cold.
With the horizontal hip slap, bringing that jam to an end.
Why don't you lie down? Just have a little lie down.
Sometimes staying on your wheels is too much effort.
Yeah.
Especially when you got all the points you can possibly get.
Let me help you to the floor.
And that does bring this first half of Derby action to an end.
We are in intermission. We've got 10 minutes, and we'll see you back then.
Hit them food trucks.
15 seconds to go as we roll into the second half of Game 9 here at URDP. North Brisbane Warriors against the Rockabellas Roller Derby League.
Warriors looking pretty comfortable now, 120 to 45 at second halves.
Beef Supreme on deck there for the Bellas.
Second on Nesquik.
That number 11, that's Baxter.
That's what happens when you just trust the board. Got to use your eyeballs.
Yeah, that's number 11, Baxter for the Warriors.
Lesson well learned.
And that whistle's about to blow. There we go, and we are away. Round 2. Oh, Beef Supreme had a bit of energy back there.
Barges through for league
right
jammer
into
status.
it. Had a bit of a pep talk. Get beefy, mister. Both skaters clear. Beef Supreme sailing into that pack very quick, but smash into 000 there for the Warriors. That's Rump of Steelskin. Really
Unable to keep vertical integrity.
No, that's right. Baxter clear, not lead jammer, and we're called out. We've got 2 on the board for the Bellas, 4 on the floor for Baxter.
Cheeky little start from everyone. And again, there's a zip back in. You give them a few moments to rest, and all of a sudden...
Energy levels are spiking. We'll see how we go. We've got 181 there on the board for the Bellas. Night Owl back on deck up against Numero Uno.
They might have all hit the mixed lollies at halftime.
Bit of a sugar rush
And
as we
tap them shoulders for a cheeky little timeout.
My least favourite part of the game.
Why start a second half if you can't squeeze a little cheeky timeout?
Cheeky timeout, yeah. We're going to get started, but also we're going to stop.
Yeah.
Just for a bit.
Momentum is an ever-changing feast.
Here we go. The whistle's about to blow as the pack forms up, and we are on a go. Bit of a slow start there as we're sizing things up.
It was.
Yeah. Bit of a sort of a gentle push there, but Numero Uno gets in there. Schneekel tried to shut him down there,
Hugs
but he's
the
clear.
outside line.
Night Owl also clear of that pack. Oh, only to get almost sucked back in.
Everyone using
Just
the
through that corner.
extremes of the outside line to their advantage.
Yeah. Always gets vicious in those turns. Can get overtaken very quickly. Numero Uno there, now struggling to get past Shaniqua. We're getting a 3-person go. Oh,
Big
Night Owl.
leap from Night Owl, unable to fly like a namesake, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was number 5 there, running in interference. Spoony Love, who's been doing some good work there with the defensive line.
Oh, both jammers.
Oh, jammer on jammer action there. A little bit of a touchy-feely. Both of them are very close together. And having a little bit of fun with it, I think.
It is a rom-com waiting to happen.
Yeah, it's the meet cute. How you doing? Oh, there we go. Into the pack there. Numero Uno there is just struggling to get past the Bellas, who are really forming up. We're just seeing a bit of an equipment malfunction there. Something gets thrown out of the pack.
Night Owl really getting a taste for the job now. Big smile on the face. Looks like Night Owl is having a hoot.
Yeah, Spoony Love there, just really throwing that beard in there as some good misdirection. But Numero Uno there just calls it off. Takes a well-deserved rest.
That was a tired hip tap, if anything.
Someone's recovered their pad, which is great.
When the equipment starts flying, you know the derby is rough and ready.
So we had that ref who broke their plate earlier. It was a nylon plate, and the ref came down on it pretty hard, pushed the toe stop through.
Let that be a lesson to all the kids out there.
Who have we got there on deck there, Rick?
That's a good question. We've got George W. Douche taking on, what's that, 98? That is
Nesquik.
Nesquik. I think I'd jump on that one real
And
quick.
they're both into it.
I assume all jammers are Nesquik until proven otherwise.
We're waiting for it to be quick. 1 foot out there, got pushed out there by
Nesquik has been slowed down, unfortunately.
George W. Douche, though, however, is taking advantage of it. And he's dining out on that delay, sizing up that pack.
He's getting a lot of policy points through the Senate right now.
That's right. Leading by a margin. Oh, he gets clear. Oh, taps the hips there, calls it. Snatching some points there for the Rockabellas.
It's gone from Congress to progress.
Is this the change we're about to see in the Rockabellas? We'll find out, because the Warriors are giving no quarter.
Beef Supreme. Taking on Baxter.
Baxter and the
has
Supreme.
Plenty of points.
Looks like we're going to go for a rolling start there from the jam line. try and build up some momentum as the pack responds.
Jammers get a feel for each other, and then they hit those walls, and it is
Beef Supreme
who
pops out the top.
Maintains momentum and is your lead jammer. Baxter has proven
Sailing around.
pacey around this track.
Baxter very quick. Warriors got a few really quick skaters there with their jammers, of course. Speed is always key. Big rough and tumble there as a couple of bellows go down, and we're seeing that jam being called.
That sliding hip tap was too little too late to stop Baxter from scoring some sweet points.
Lincoln, you'll miss it. Absolutely. Only 5 minutes in, we've already seen some fun action on deck here on track 1. I think it was track 1.
Is that Major Malfunction stepping up to the jam line?
Number 68 there for the Warriors. That is Major Malfunction.
Taken on
with Night Owl.
Night Owl, of course.
Night Owl now hitting the Warriors pack, just getting some interference thrown out there by 175 Knocker.
Night Owl getting his wings clipped on the way through there and having to start again.
Knocker, is it Mystique? Yeah, both those jammers doing some fantastic work there, holding up Major Malfunction. Night Owl also getting interfered with very heavily by the Warriors' defensive line.
Major Malfunction just skating wide and getting through as your lead jammer.
Night Owl still getting really hard time of it, and that's Spoony Love again, just throwing in that final tap out.
Night Owl sent back to the nest on that one.
Yeah, why don't you have a lie down, fella. Bella's still got their jammer on deck. Major Malfunction also clear, getting more points on the board. Night Owl just trying to get past, and that Spoony Love there with that defensive line, just like one-person defense. Look at that up on those toe stops. What a grind. You ain't going nowhere. He gets through. There we go.
Oh, shrugs them off, eventually wriggles through to clean track.
Both jammers clear. We do have a lead jammer, and that was Major Malfunction.
And that is the kind of head-to-hip arm action I like from a jammer.
That is very definite.
There is no doubting that that jam is being called off.
I am chopping over here.
That's one of the few jam calls you can see from space.
Nesquik on deck for the Warriors, again with George W. Douche, who seems to be having a good time of it. And I think the bench crew put a lot of faith in his scoring.
The Warriors are extending their points pressure here in this bout.
Wham, bam, and up on the tie stops and away. The pack just starts to ferociously move for it. Nesquik is the one who emerges for the Warriors.
George W. Douche being held up nicely by Tricks, I believe, for the Warriors.
She's been doing some good work out there.
And has just sent George W. Douche all the way back.
Nesquik there now running interference with that pack. Looks like, oh, just trying to catch her, but she's away.
But the Douche has found a way through.
Like a gazelle. Both those jammers clear. And a little too close for comfort. Nesquik looks for a way to juke her way through. She calls it.
Just consults the hips on that one, really,
yeah,
to call the jam off.
Yeah, just gives us a little suggestion that she might be doing it. 2 points on the board there for the Warriors, though, just increasing that lead in the second half.
Doing it by the numbers. That is rock-solid derby strategy playing out in front of your eyeballs.
Absolutely, showing a bit of experience there. Vaxtra on the line for the Warriors. Up against Beef Supreme there, number 76.
Beef Supreme.
Supreme. There's the whistle. We're into it. Vaxter with a little bit of a juke. Beef Supreme on the outside. Just gets pushed out by 000.
Unable to keep it in bounds.
But Baxter is clear for the Warriors.
Baxter disappointed.
Beef Supreme there. Lucky we don't get a point for lapping the jammer there because looks like we're into it. Would have been a grand slam.
Oh.
Remember? So long ago.
I do.
Shaniqua is rejoining the pack there for the Bellas.
Beef Supreme struggling endlessly against...
it's getting a little scrappy out there now.
Just coming up against a triangle of tribulation, but finds a way through the inside.
Jammer on jammer now as they're making their way through. Vaxter in the lead.
Big.
Oh, a bit of jammer interference there. Popping them out. Oh.
That was some cheeky action from
Beef Supreme got what he wanted, I think, which is an end to that jam. A 1 point each.
He's just putting that on the mental highlight reel. He'll be replaying that one later on.
That was fantastic. Right in front of us. 157-55. Warriors in the lead.
Yeah.
Major malfunction. And I believe
Taken
jamming
off.
for the first time.
Well, it's Nesquik until proven otherwise in my mind. I don't care.
7175 Knocker.
It is Knocker.
And a big hello to Knocker jamming now for the Rockabellas. Major malfunction there, up there against that wall of pink, just trying to toast up his way around it.
And the Bella wall working hard to stay cohesive, but it is.
Pivot is the last line of defense there, gets clear of the pack.
Major malfunction just does well, stretching that wall apart until it can provide
Like it.
no meaningful resistance.
That's right. Knocker just getting knocked around herself.
Oh, major malfunction just gets through. Bruise free that time.
Did somebody notice a black jammer? I didn't.
Whereas Knocker is in the sad place.
Yeah, Knocker's,
Just
eye deep down there.
trying to,
Sizing it up there.
running through a list of pros and cons of whether to get back on her wheels or not.
Helmet cover comes off. And we're looking for the pivot. Pivot's been sent off. So that helmet cover's got to get back on.
Yeah, that
No one to
start
hand it off
pass
to.
was a dead end.
That's right.
Knocked to the outside. And then finding one on the inside.
She's getting bounced around a little bit.
And the ref just says, sit down for a while.
Yeah, she got a cut track forced on her there. So it is all major malfunction now. Offense from the Warriors. Defense from the Bellas.
Just ambling around the track now.
Pretty comfortable lead.
Just going to consume some points.
Halfway through this second half.
Oh, just a little 1 foot glide around the
Yeah,
inside
20
line.
seconds left in this jam. Major malfunction's going to spin it right out.
Just deciding whether more points are on offer. Deciding probably. Little hip spin.
Maybe I'll get a little bit in.
Swivel on the out.
8 seconds to go. And another 4 points.
Come back to the in, and that's how you do it.
Very nice there for number 68. That's the full jam there, another 2-minute jam.
Just showing everyone how it's done. A real jam ambassador for the sport.
Ooh, beautiful there, Rick.
Do a flip, Corby. Back flip. Come on,
Warriors form up on the track. Rockabellas not far behind. And number 98. That's Nesquik.
Yeah, it is. Every time it's Nesquik, I forget to say it's Nesquik. It's the only person I don't think is Nesquik.
It is Nesquik with the blonde plaits flying.
Nesquik
Straight
always
out
in my
behind
blind
her.
spot. That's how it's done. Tucks the arm behind the back.
Beautiful form through that corner. Looking to re-engage into the pack of the Bellas.
Leans into the apex and then hits that pack at speed.
Looking to crack it open. Oh,
Little dance.
little dance, a little bit of an assist there from some of fellow skaters.
Sidestep into success.
Number 98 coming around there for another scoring pass. We're seeing Knocker back on deck. Probably
Oh, but that was some fierce opposition from George W. Douche.
Douche is out there pivoting now in a defensive role for the Rockabellas.
But Nesquik just twinkled toes around the inside and racks up some more points.
Warriors getting close to 200 points now. Can the Bellas keep them down?
Trix just providing stern opposition.
Rockabellas there. Bit of a push and shove, but it looks like she's clear. 7175 for the Rockabellas.
And skating around, elegance of motion.
George W. Douche just trying to provide some interference there. Break that pack up.
And they
Down
are
to
forced
the knees. There's the tap.
calls off the jam in the prayer position. And hugs all round for a jam well done.
No love lost here. Everyone was all smiles. Just under 7 minutes left.
They've developed themselves what some would call an arrogant buffer now. They can really start
They
strutting
can
around.
have a bit of a play.
They've broken the 200.
That's
And-
201 for the Warriors.
And that allows a certain amount of relaxation within the
A little bit of leeway, a little bit of play, but it doesn't look like there's anything like that going on with Vaxter just trying to smash down that blocking wall. And that's Shaniqua, 12-14. Seen some fantastic blocking out of that player, but now up for Jam.
But looks like your Warrior Jammer has been sent into the meditation station to have a think about what he's done wrong.
That is correct. That's Vaxter in the bin for 30 seconds. Bella's pivot now standing. That's George W. Douche back on deck. It's a bit of a musical chairs there.
That penalty box is seeing some action, this Jam.
One in, one out. What's happening on deck? Oh, we've got another Jammer out. So that's both Jammers in the bin. It's not a fun game without him, so one gets released.
Jammer comes in, Jammer goes out.
Vaxter on deck for the Warriors.
Elegant skating motion that has become the trademark.
Oh, big hit there, though, from George. Wanted to throw another one in. George was all over him.
Just a little
like a
toes.
stank. Nitrous block side, 78 for the Bellas. Now also spending some time in the bin as 76 is released. So that's Beef Supreme.
And when there's only 2 blockers in your way, Vaxter likes those odds.
Yep, very comfortable there. He's sizing up that pack right from the other side of the line there, just having a look at what's going on. Oh, and through on the inside, on the outside, should I say.
Just some non-contact derby there for all to see.
Yeah, and that's right down to his team members just throwing that interference out there.
Vaxter coming through with the MC Hammer move saying, you can't touch this.
This time it's George who's on him. Beef Supreme there, also throwing in some blocking action. Put down there, Vaxter sails it up.
And Shaniqua. And now the 2 Jammers size each other up, wonder if it's worth mixing it up.
I'm going to throw anything random out. Shaniqua, traditionally a blocker, and is sizing up. That was the jam clock.
The time was their enemy.
2 minutes of mayhem.
It is to so many of us. It's ceaseless march. Gets the better of us all eventually.
What a downer. Warriors very comfortably on 213. Bella's trailing at 60. We've just at the 4-minute mark for this game 2. And we're seeing that's 94 Ludacris. A big welcome to Ludacris on the Jam line.
Oh, we got snap numbers on the Jam line. 94 taking on 94.
Oh, very nice.
Ludacris
and
taking on
Megahertz.
Megahertz. The 94s representing, or as the Romans say, the XCIVs.
Yes, samesies on the Jam line as we are sitting in a timeout right now. That's an official timeout. We have a bit of a discuss. These are not just random people on the track, by the way. These are the officials. And a big thank you to the officials.
And they've called a timeout just to marvel at the Jam snap on the Jam line, 94 and 94. It's worth noticing. It's worth recording for history and posterity.
That's right.
Here in the Keysborough
I can hardly tell them apart. Lucky they're wearing different colours. And they are away, let's see, in the Battle of the 94s. Ooh. Black 94 is clear.
Megahertz is your lead Jammer with a sweet move on the inside.
And what's happening, Rick, with our other 94? Not having a fun time of it. Oh, big hit there from Knoth.
Ludacris.
She tries to get clear.
Is crawling back to begin it all again.
Yes, let's start over. That was so much fun. I want to do it again and again.
Dig deep into it. Jammer playbook and try to find a way through this wall.
Yeah, that's like Megahertz is also having a bit of interference on and some issues up on the toe stops, trying to stay in bounds. And that's Megahertz there, just getting lost in the pack. Sees a way clear.
One more obstacle. No, could not stay in bounds.
181 Night Owl doing the job of a pivot very nicely. Both 94s getting reset.
That was some comical derby for a moment there. A little bit.
Absolute flailing. Oh, Night Owl just having a bit of a crack at it.
Banana peels on track.
There's Megahertz there, just coming around that corner. Let's go. Into the pink of the Rockabellas defensive line. We're seeing, big hit from numero uno, just popping Ludacris out.
And Megahertz is just popping some mega hits upon this Bella wall. Trying to break them apart, but they have stuck to the task. But the ref says, I think you need to check the rule book because you are free to skate.
Good to go. Megahertz there, points on the board. Looks like we've got a star pass there. Night Owl, previously the pivot.
Night Owl has done some re-wardrobing.
A little bit too little, too late. Don't forget to remove both covers there, Night Owl. Ludacris passes the star in that previous jam, and well, she should have. She's having a pretty hard time of it too.
Well, the 294s put on a little show for us. That was an exciting jam.
That was,
a little bit of everything.
That. Probably one of my favourite of the entire game so far.
It was a marquee jam.
Absolutely. We're seeing Beef Supreme on deck there. I believe, yes, of course.
Taking on
Baxter. Oh, that's Core Blimey, number 22.
Core Blimey.
We're trying to bring some.
Let our voices be the melody to your...
I could croon.
To your derb. So Core Blimey, he took us over the hunch.
That's right, very confidently as well. So let's see what he brings to this one. We've got 1 minute 55 left in it. We're going to an official timeout. I think there's definitely some skaters will be glad of the rest. It's been a pretty vigorous game so far.
The official tapping the shoulders in many ways has done more work than anyone else here today.
So I had a bit of a scout of the food trucks, and it looks like most of them have got tap to pay, so they don't even need any cash. Splatters, they got all sorts of stuff. Egg and bacon rolls, vegan bacon and egg rolls.
Get on board.
Looks good. They got these things called splatter cups. I don't know what that's about. I think they just throw food in a cup, then you just take it with you.
You really don't have to worry about keeping things tidy when your band's named Splatters.
No.
You can go to town.
Absolutely.
It's all on brand.
About to hear that whistle for what could be one of the final jams of this game. Core Blimey jamming there, and right up against Mystique.
Core Blimey sneaks through the inside.
Yeah, couldn't find a way on the outside, so takes the high road.
Continues to skate around. He is not as motivated as he could be. He knows the 300 might be a little out of reach at this stage.
Yeah, I'd say it's the far side off.
So Core Blimey's motivation levels are low.
Cuts
so
on through there, number 22, 4 points on the board for the Warriors.
With a lackluster tap of the hips, Core Blimey almost...
There's no energy.
Despondently taps the hips to call it that jam, knowing that 300 is unattainable.
225 for the Warriors, though, so respectable lead. Come all the way from North Brisbane. Come down to show us what they're made of.
I'm going to say that's Nesquik. Am I right? Am I right?
You are right.
Nailed it.
10 points on the board there.
Taking on George W. Douche.
And they're away. Nice and quick there. A little bit of jammer interference there. Nesquik just gets popped out on the outside. And also recycled. Douche gets recycled.
Sort of recycled himself in the end.
Just yeah. We're going to cut track there. Nesquik's out. So it's all George W. Douche's game now. Number 17.
But he not sure what's going on there. He just wanted to make sure everything was above board. And the ref says, sure is. Keep skating. You're our lead jammer.
POTUS is on deck. He sizes it up, just eases into it, like just as you would in a little hot bath.
An explosive sidestep on the outside.
Yeah, last little burst of energy there, just to crack things open.
Yeah.
Really like it. Let's see how the president takes this round. Maybe he needs to hop onto Air Force One.
Just
beautiful.
Dances through as if he's at the president's ball. Just find some rhythm and melody on the inside.
Not just brute strength, but agility as well from George W. Douche. Pack starts moving now.
Gets a little nudge, but does stay inbound.
Gets on the hop.
Sizes up the situation.
Got our outside pack refs just really trying to keep up.
Very nice toe stop work. Keeps him inbound again. He's taken some hits, but he is keeping his forward trajectory.
Oh, yes. In these last moments of the game, we're seeing some beautiful derby from George W. Douche, but that is final time.
Taps those hips. That is his State of the Union. It is all done and dusted.
We can say probably quite definitively that the winner of Game 9 here at URDP
is Derby.
It is the North Brisbane Warriors.
Well done, Warriors. You gave it your all. 225 points.
Yeah, some stellar work out there. Beautiful defensive work from both teams. Good jams.
The score is still unofficial. So, but barring some mathematical cataclysm, you would say this will maintain. Oh, the Bellas have been awarded an extra couple of points there.
To the Bellas, very nice. And maximum respect and a great thank you to Rockabella's Roller Derby League. Runners up.
It was excellently well fought bout
So
there.
big shout out and thank you to Rump of Steelskin, Vaxter, El Bent, Trix, Numero Uno, Core Blimey, Canoth, Spoony Love, Major Mouth Function, Punky Bruiser, York, Megahertz, Roddy Ho, Nestquick, and Splits. And a thank you to the bench team, Dino, Maniac, Grifter, and Tilt McKill.
And gallant in defeat were your ballers. They were Black Belter, Shaniqua, George W. Douche, Night Owl, Miss Glamourkill, Blocking Cave, Mystique, Rebel Lion, Knocker, Beef Supreme, Nitrous Blockside, Assault E Surprise, Ludicrous. And your bench staff were MJ, Splits, Sparkling Brute.
Thank you to the game. Thank you to the players. Thank you to refs and officials. See you for the next one.
Hit those food vans.